All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Buckle up, brace yourselves, because I know this is going to be one hell of a ride right here. We're back on the Truth Is channel, which I'll leave in the description for you guys to check out more. But this title here says, Beyonce's Curse. Why do celebrities die when she goes on tour? Boy, there's been so much said, so many rumors, so many allegations. It's hard to decipher what's true and what's not. I'm just here to inform myself, try to put the pieces together, man. All I can say is just know who you supporting. Don't be supporting people blindly, man, because it gets dark out there, especially in this industry. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we are back talking about some more interesting online theories. I will be going over 4 interesting theories today. This is part 5 of the series. Remember that if you have any theories you want me to cover in the next episode, leave them in the comment section. Thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. The first theory we're going to be talking about is this disturbing theory about Beyonce. According to this theory, every time Beyonce announces a world tour, a celebrity passes away. Beyonce then performs a tribute song to the artist that passed away during her tour performance.
Did you know every single time Beyonce begins one of her world tours, a massive music icon dies? This theory begins with the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Beyonce embarked on her I Am Sasha Fierce World Tour starting in March 2009, and Michael Jackson died in June 2009. Right when Beyonce announced her The Miss Carter Show World Tour in 2012, the queen of disco, Donna Summers, died. Then right before embarking on that same world tour, queen of vocals Whitney Houston died. It gets crazier because in June 2014, when Beyonce and Jay-Z began their On the Run world tour, legend of soul music, Bobby Womack, died in June 2014. Literally, right as Beyonce began her Formation World Tour in April 2016, Prince died also in April 2016, right after Beyonce and Jay-Z began their On the Run to World Tour in June 2018, Queen of Soul. Aretha Franklin dies in August 2018, seeing her pay tribute to a falling music icon at each of her tours. It's getting a little bit eerie, and the craziest part is that fans were already predicting who was going to be next, right when the Renaissance Tour was announced. Beyonce began her Renaissance World Tour in May 2023, and Tina Turner died in May, and right on cue Beyonce paid tribute to her. People are asking Beyonce to stop touring.
As you can see, this theory suggests that Beyonce might...
I ain't gonna lie. You know, it is pretty creepy. And we always talk about like the threes. Like you had I forget the order, but you know, you had the one, I forget her name. Forgive me. But the one girl from Gossip Girl, you had Gene Hackman, and Angie Stone just passed away. And we always talk about how it comes in threes, and I don't know, man. I don't know if this is true or not. But my whole thing is like, at least let me watch it. Let me try to inform myself and just see what's going on, man.
Be sacrificing other artists before she goes on a massive world tour. The person who made this theory connects the dots and shows the correlation between her tour dates and celebrities passing away. I found this theory especially interesting because of how the music industry seems to fear Beyonce. I covered in a past video how every artist in the industry always tends to thank Beyonce when they win an award. Some people suggest that these celebrities are for some reason scared of Beyonce and thank her for her grace. Like I mentioned in that video, I believe they thank her because she is the high priestess of the music industry. So now seeing this video, it makes me wonder if this is also the reason why they thank her. Let's try to verify some of the claims this video made together. The theory claimed that Beyonce launched a tour in 2009 and that Michael Jackson died not long after. According to my research, this is kinda true. Beyonce embarked on the I Am tour in 2009, a few months before Michael Jackson died. During this tour, Beyonce did indeed pay tribute to Michael Jackson, performing her song Halo, dedicating it to him. Now the next person they claim was affected by the Beyonce tour curse is Donna Summers. But I checked this one out and it doesn't add up. Donna Summers passed away in 2012 and Beyonce didn't announce her Mr. and Mrs. Carter tour until 2013, an entire year later. She also didn't do a tribute to Summers on the tour. Same thing with a lot of the other names in this theory. It just doesn't add up. But when it comes to Tina Turner, she died just 2 weeks after Beyonce began her Renaissance War Tour in 2023. On that tour, Beyonce did pay a tribute to the legend. Now, being completely honest, I'm not too sure about this theory, as realistically, celebrities die all the time. It seems like the person who made this theory just used any celebrity who passed away around the time Beyonce was on tour. While I will say it is strange that Beyonce toured around the time some of these stars died and she gave a tribute to them, in this case, it really just might be a coincidence. I usually don't believe in coincidences, but this time, the fact seems to point to that conclusion. I will say that there is definitely something about Beyonce though. The way the entire industry seems to be forced to worship her, I wouldn't be that surprised if this theory had any truth to it. What do you guys think? Do you think there's any truth to this theory, or is it just nonsense? Let me know in the comment section. Let's move on to the next theory. This next theory is the Michael Jackson theory. This theory suggests that Michael Jackson was actually taken out by Diddy. The theory claims that Michael Jackson was having beef with Sony, specifically with the head of the label at the time, Tommy Mottola. So according to this theory, Tommy approached P. Diddy, telling him to eliminate Michael Jackson. Another video that connects to this theory suggests that Michael's head of security was involved as well, claiming that Michael's head of security was there when Michael died and that he now works as Diddy's head of security.
Tommy Mottola hired P. Diddy to eliminate Michael Jackson. You'll be shocked when you hear this. Tommy Mottola is the most...
And see, this is why it's very important to watch videos and gather information, because you know the internet is a dark place, and you know, especially with all this AI and stuff, you just don't know what's real anymore. You know, so it's like, let me watch and let me make my own decision whether I believe these things or not. Like, is there a true connection here, or are people just reaching? But another reason I like to watch is just because sometimes I may not even know of a situation that exists, you know, so a lot of this stuff be like news to me. But yeah.
Dangerous man in the world. Now you're wondering what Diddy has to do with Tommy Mottola. 2003, Mottola sold his mansion to Diddy for $20 million. FBI investigates Diddy's connection to Michael Jackson's death. New documents reveal a shocking twist. The FBI is now looking into Diddy's possible involvement in the death of Michael Jackson. That's right, the king of pop might have been silenced by someone nobody ever suspected. For years, everyone believed Michael Jackson's death was just a tragic accident. But newly surfaced documents show that Michael knew someone was after him. And guess what? Diddy's name appeared in the investigations, but why? According to leaked reports, Diddy was allegedly involved in a series of secret threats against Michael. He knew Michael was about to expose a dark scheme that involved some of the biggest names in the music industry. And when Michael tried to break free, things started spiraling out of control. Why would Diddy do this? Was he protecting something or someone? Sources close to the case say Michael was being controlled before his death. And from that point on, Michael seemed terrified. Was he becoming a problem for people who were too powerful to cross? And was Diddy the fixer brought in to make sure Michael never spoke again? But the worst part? The FBI recently found new evidence in one of Diddy's properties. Documents that might finally unlock the truth about what really happened on Michael's final night.
Recent court documents against P. Diddy has come out, exposing his involvement in a sort of blackmail ring. The papers allege P. Diddy's security guard, Fahim Mohammed, was the guy you called to cover up a crime. Fahim used to be Michael's head of security before joining P. Diddy. And get this, Fahim was one of the first people on the scene when Michael Jackson died. With all the strange deaths connected to P. Diddy, he's starting to look a lot like Epstein.
As you heard for yourself, this theory claims that Diddy was actually involved in Michael Jackson's death. Now, in my opinion, I definitely believe Michael Jackson was taken out due to his beef with Sony. Michael owned ATV Records, which had the catalog of many legendary artists. Sony wanted Michael to sell ATV to them, but he refused. So the label, at the orders of Tommy Mottola, started messing with Michael's career since he was signed to them. They tried forcing him to sell his music rights by making his album flop for his standards, putting Michael in a large amount of debt with the label. Michael then called out Tommy Mottola and ridiculed him publicly, calling him the devil. Not long after this, he was taken out. Now, I was always under the impression that it was Michael's doctor behind his death, at the orders of the label. His doctor was also a Freemason, so he was definitely a part of that club. But according to this theory, somehow Diddy was involved. The security guard this theory is referring to is Fahim Muhammad. He was indeed the chief of security for Michael Jackson when he was alive. He also just so happened to be the first person at the scene of Michael's death. Fahim Muhammad then became Diddy's chief of security, with Little Rod, the producer who filed the lawsuit against Diddy, calling Fahim Muhammad Diddy's enforcer and problem solver, claiming that Fahim had connections with the authorities and made Diddy's problems always go away. While Diddy wasn't signed to Sony back in 2009, he would eventually sign a deal with them a few years later. Maybe this was in part to him and Tony Mottola's connection. This one is definitely interesting, and it seems like there could be a possibility that Diddy was somehow behind this, especially after I saw this video of Diddy and Kim Porter being asked about Michael Jackson. When Diddy is asked, Kim Porter seems to make a face and then walks away in disgust.
This is a really sad time right now, but we're celebrating his life. Your thoughts right now on the situation and the timing of this tragedy?
Yeah, I mean, he's just somebody that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I'll always love and cherish. And he's just somebody that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I'll...
Maybe she didn't like Michael, or she knew that Diddy had something to do with his passing. What do you guys think? Let me know.
I don't know. It looked like somebody right there maybe grabbed her attention or something. I don't know. Like, I thought this was a full video talking about the Beyonce curse, but I don't know, man. It's a deep rabbit hole, man, and I don't know, honestly. It's hard to say because, like, you don't want to say, nah, there's no way. Because there always is with these people. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. But again, I'll just end it with saying nothing would shock or surprise me. Especially dealing with Diddy. You know. Let's see some comments here, man, because someone said Angie Stone passed away this morning. Beyonce is back on tour. The strangest thing to me is that whole thanking Beyonce. Like, thank you, Beyonce. That, to me, that is very odd and strange. I don't know, man. Just informing myself at the end of the day. And if this is the truth, then I wouldn't be shocked or surprised. Hey, appreciate y'all coming over. Please like, share, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this. Want to hear your comments or see. Peace out.